that drowning is the leading cause of death for kids under the age of 5. But who's the most at risk and why? Today, we're going to talk exactly about that. Hi there. My name is Tanaya Goldsmith. I'm the founder and CEO of the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation, home of Big Kahuna Swim Academy. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to go over a few different things. One, why does this matter? Why does knowing which children are most at risk from drowning matter? We're also going to talk about the top 3 groups of children that are at risk of drowning. And finally, we're going to talk about what can be done about it and what you can do about it. Very exciting. Please stay till the end to hear about that. You'll also notice this quote we have here. It says, "Drowning doesn't discriminate, but access to quality swim lessons does." It is huge. A lot of these groups that we're going to be talking about today do not have access to quality swim lessons. And if you don't know what I mean by quality swim lessons, please go back and take a look at our other video we posted a couple weeks ago. It tells you all about what it means to be safe in the water, what quality swim lessons means, all that good stuff. So go ahead and take a look. But for now, let's go ahead and continue on. For those of you watching that don't know us or don't know much about us, here's some information about the foundation. We were originally founded as Big Kahuna Swim Academy as a sole proprietor, myself. And then in 2020, we made the switch to nonprofit and became the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation with a primary goal of eradicating childhood drowning. Now we have a few different programs within the organization. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. So outreach and events, we have our annual charity event. We also do community events around the area. We have our volunteer program, the great team of volunteers that is dedicated to preventing childhood drowning. And our swim lessons scholarship program, this is where we offer low cost or free swim lessons to low income families. And then finally, our flagship program, Big Kahuna Swim Academy, is our swim school, is our main program. And that holds our Learn to Swim program. Our Learn to Swim program is where our students start. They learn how to save themselves in a real life water emergency without anyone else's help or guidance. Pretty amazing stuff. And once they pass their safety test at the end of that program, they go ahead and move on to our stroke technique program, where they'll go ahead and build on those skills, become more confident and more free and happy in the water, and just fall in love with the water. Those are our programs. If you ever have any questions about any of our programs, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Our number is 909-273-9680. Call, text us anytime. Let's go ahead and move forward. Now, why does this matter? Like I said before, drowning is the #1 cause of death for kids under the age of 5. And it's quick, it is silent, and most importantly, it is preventable. And some of these children are more vulnerable than others. Now, who are the top 3 groups most at risk from drowning? Now, first we have children under the age of 5, special needs children, so those who are on the spectrum with Down syndrome, and also low-income children, and those that don't have access to quality swim lessons. Let's talk about children under 5. Why are they vulnerable? 1, they have a lack of coordination and awareness or instinctive muscle memory. That last one is key. The Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation and Big Kahuna Swim Academy, we focus on muscle memory that is instinctive, right? The moment they hit that water, they should be rolling over and floating on their back. Children under the age of 5 are also quick. Drownings happen silently, even in bathtubs. Please make sure you are keeping your eyes on your children at all times. Another one, curiosity and access to the water equals danger. Children are so curious, especially under the age of 5. They will go anywhere, right, if it interests them. And then the last but not least, a lot of the times, unfortunately, drownings that involve children happen in their own pool. Very important to think about these things. If your child is under the age of 5 and they are not in swim lessons and not learning the skills necessary to have that instinct to roll over and float and that instinct to do swim, float, swim back to the wall and climb out by themselves, please reach out to us and we will help you find it. Our second group that we're going to talk about today are special needs children. Now, first and foremost, our special needs typically have mobility, sensory, or communication challenges. Because of this, it typically takes them longer to learn how to swim and master those water safety skills in our Learn to Swim program and pass their safety test. But I want to say this right now to all the parents out there of special needs children. If you are watching this right now, please know that your child can learn how to swim. They can learn how to swim. They can learn how to save their life in a water emergency. And I know that some of you are told all the time that your child cannot do something. I'm here to tell you your child can. If you have questions about our program, please don't hesitate to reach out. And that is a message for every parent, every guardian, every grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, friend of a special needs child. They can learn how to swim, and we are here to help. Next, they have a greater risk of wandering. Kiddos with special needs, especially kiddos on the spectrum, they just wander. They'll wander to places that they know. They'll wander to places that they don't know. It doesn't matter. They're wanderers. They like to walk about and everything like that. And that can get them into trouble. It can get them into trouble if they don't know how to save their life in a water emergency. Another thing, and it breaks my heart, is that a lot of times special needs kiddos are excluded from traditional swim programs because the instructors in that program are not equipped to work with special needs. I am very proud to say that the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation and Big Kahuna Swim Academy is one of the leaders in working with special needs in the water. All of our instructors that come in are trained on working with special needs. They work with special needs children almost every single day that they are here. And by the time they are ready to start their own schedule, they have the knowledge and know-how how to work with those students and the resources and backup if they ever need help. Now, if you are a parent of a special needs child and you are frustrated because you cannot find a swim program for your child, please reach out to us. We would love to help. Regardless of whether you come to us or go elsewhere, we want to make sure your child is safe. We want to make sure they know what to do if they're ever in a water emergency. Finally, special needs children, and kind of hinted on this already, they need customized and inclusive water safety education. This goes back to our previous point. A lot of swim programs don't have that inclusive water safety education. They're built for lots of numbers of swim lessons, lots of numbers of students to be coming in, not built for individual needs. Again, I am very proud to say that the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation and Big Kahuna Swim Academy are the exact opposite. And we would love to help your family. If you are a family with a special needs child, please reach out to us. We would love to chat with you. Our last group that we're going to talk about today are low-income children. Now, the first thing to know is that they have less access to swim lessons. And what I mean by that is they have less access to high quality swim lessons. Swim lessons where they will learn what to do in a water emergency. Swim lessons that will focus on that being instinct. Swim lessons that will test those skills and make sure that if that were to happen with an adult out of the water or an adult not there at all, that they would do what they need to do to save their life. They do not have access to these types of lessons. Also, Low-income families have fewer resources for supervision or barriers, like pool fences. With low-income families, a lot of times parents are working multiple jobs and may not have the proper supervision to keep their child safe. And also, pool fences are expensive. So are the other barriers and safety precautions you can take. Some of them are very expensive, and so they don't have access to those because they can't afford them. Now, this one is very important. Please pay attention. Low-cost swim lessons like YMCA don't focus on water safety. Now, I'm going to say this. I may get some flack for this, but I'm going to say right now, most swim programs that are out there, unless it's ISR, Infant Swim Rescue, or the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation, most of them say or claim they focus on water safety, that they want their students to be safe in the water. But when it boils down to it, the skills that the children are learning, the evaluations they have to go through, or lack thereof, at the end of the day show that water safety is not at the forefront of their mind. There are a lot of other swim schools out there that do group lessons for kids that have not learned how to swim yet. And they do group lessons without the parents in the water. Thus, it is more students and there's only one instructor. So sometimes that ratio is one instructor to 3 students or one instructor to 5 students. That is not how you keep children safe. Now, here at the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation and Big Kahuna Swim Academy, we do have group lessons for our Learn to Swim program, but the parent is supposed to be in the water with the child. And we have a max of 3 students in a lesson. What this means is that there's always a 1-to-1 student to adult ratio at all times. There are always a set of eyes on every single student, always a pair of hands either on that student or right next to them to be able to help them and catch them if they need help or get into a sticky situation. We don't believe in cutting corners when it comes to safety. We don't believe in cutting corners when it comes to a child being safe in and around the water. Regardless of whether they're at our pool or someone else's, it doesn't matter. We always keep that top of mind. Lastly, swim lessons are often viewed as a luxury for low-income families. When you're talking about the caliber of swim lessons that, say, the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation and Big Kahuna Swim Academy provide, that's not cheap, right? This is not some YMCA swim lesson where you go drop 10 or 20 bucks and your kid learns how to blow bubbles the whole time. These are top tier swim lessons designed to teach your child how to save their life in a water emergency. So you can imagine how these types of swim lessons are often viewed as a luxury for low-income families. Now, just take a second and think about that. How sad is it that these children have to suffer because of the circumstances they live in? Right? And you know what? You can help. You right there that's watching this right now, you can help. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this how you can help. Now, some of you might be sitting there thinking, Tanaya, way to bring it down, man. And I get it. I hear you, right? This is very somber. It's very grounding. It's very humbling what we're talking about right now. But it is very important. And I want to tell you right now what you can do about it. Okay? First, if you are a parent, if you have a child, get your child into swim lessons early. If you're a grandparent, get your grandchildren in early. If you're a family member or a friend, encourage those loved ones to get their kids in early for swim lessons. And what I mean by that is that if their umbilical cord has healed, they can start swim lessons. They can start learning how to hold their breath, and they can start learning how to float on their back, and they will learn those skills that will help save their life as they're developing both physically and mentally. Next, talk to your friends and your family about who's most at risk and why and what they can do about it. You know, we have power in numbers, and this is all about education, educating each other about what water safety is, who's most at risk, and what we can do about it. So please talk to your friends, talk to your family, and see if they know. If they don't, tell them. Last but not least, become a drowning prevention hero and donate to the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation today. In the last slide, I'm going to talk to you about our monthly giving program and how you can help children, especially these children that are most at risk, are low income, are special needs, how you can help save their lives. You want to become a drowning prevention hero? You want to join our monthly giving program? I'll tell you how. So our monthly giving program is designed for those who are donating to donate on a monthly basis. You decide the amount. It could be anything. It could be $5, it could be $25, it could be $100, it could be $300. You decide how much you're going to donate, how much you're going to commit to donating on a monthly basis, and then you put in all your information, and it'll do automatic withdrawal every single month on the same day. And that money goes towards our Swim Lessons Scholarship Program that helps provide full and partial scholarships to low-income children. Now, I just want you to sit for a second and think about not only how much good you can do, but that you can literally save a child's life by donating $10 a month. You know how much that is? $10 a month is less than a Starbucks drink and something to eat, right? If you go to Starbucks or even Dutch Bros, if you were to order, grande, venti, whatever, chai latte and some egg bites from Starbucks, this would probably be less than that. How cool is that? Again, don't like Starbucks? Dutch Bros. It's the equivalent of getting a drink and something to eat at your favorite coffee shop. And how cool is that? If you can let go of one Starbucks trip a month and donate $10 per month to the Childhood Drowning Prevention Foundation's monthly giving program, you could help save a child's life. Now, how do you do this, you might ask? Very, very easy, you guys. This will take you less than 5 minutes. I want you to text DP Hero to 951-498-5836. Put in how much you want to donate on a monthly basis. Put in all your information. Click yes, done, good to go. And that will automatically come out of your account every single month. You don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to think about how you're saving a child's life. You are just doing it. You're going to become a superhero. You're going to become a drowning prevention hero. And man, to be able to give back and to be able to give to the community and give to communities that don't have access to quality swim lessons, like our low-income families, it truly is the most amazing feeling in the world. So please join our group of drowning prevention heroes and save a child's life from drowning today.